45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon State Beavers offense is on the field for the first time today. The Ducks slipped out with a close one the last time they squared off with the Beavers.
They were sleepwalking a little bit in that game. They felt like on paper they matched up extremely well against their in-state rival. But, David, they got caught napping early. That can't happen again today.
And the Beavers don't care what their record is. They want a fight of Oregon every single year. They want to ruin their season. And last year they got so close, they're chomping at the bit for this win.
Dropping back, it's Bland. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Beavers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty, they're dirty, I love it.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's straight. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Benedict. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Ducks want to move quickly. Handoff to the lone back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about, but if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Bland. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bland. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Hauls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. He might want another play. To throw, it's Clements. This time he's got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Beavers are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Connection to the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. On first down, here comes this offense.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Clements. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Gives it on the option. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. They get to him as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Thanks to grab. There he goes. And into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looking to throw, it's Bland. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. From the gun. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a replay.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Trying to bowl his way in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Beavers!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Bland. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the right.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense keeping it.
And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon State!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have had the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 4. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that side.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bland. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Beavers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Get it out on the screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Beaver! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And It's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Snags it down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Drake. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Number 5.
They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Looking to throw, it's Clements. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just keeps moving. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. You got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Punch it out of the air. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he missed it. No good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The Beavers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Clements. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Oregon State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you go from perfect position of strength, I get to salt this clock away, I get to run this out, I'm going to win, to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it.
And here's the third interception of the night.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
They want that clock to run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls and fires complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Nice move there. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Clements. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Beavers in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's caught. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Okay. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames,